talk about comparative and superlative adjectives. So let's first start off with comparative adjectives. A comparative adjective is used to compare two people or things, obviously. So for one-syllable adjectives, we just add er and than. For example, your bedroom is bigger than mine. She is smarter than I am. We compare two things. Your bedroom, my bedroom. Yours is bigger than mine. It's bigger and mine is smaller. She is smarter than I am. I'm not stupid, but probably she is smarter. She has better grades than I do, so smarter than I am. So er plus than. Okay. Then, for two-syllable adjectives ending in y, change the y to I and add er plus than. My cat is friendlier than yours. My brother is lazier than I am. So, my cat is friendlier than yours. Normally, friendly, right? So, we change y to I-E-R and I-E-R and add then. Then here my brother is lazier than I am. I-E-R plus then. So you know sometimes you fight with your mom and your mom is like, why are you always so lazy? You never do the dishes, you never clean your room. And you can say, no, I'm not that lazy. My brother is lazier than I am. You compare yourself with your brother. Your brother is more lazy than you are. So basically you can say, no, he's lazier than I am. Or my cat is friendlier than yours. Let's say you go to your friend's house and your friend's cat keeps scratching you, keeps biting you, and it's very pretty. So you can say, I mean, your cat is pretty, but my cat is friendlier than yours. My cat doesn't scratch you to death. So you compare two things with two-syllable adjectives. Then, for two-syllable adjectives that do not end in y, or adjectives with three or more syllables, use more plus adjective plus than. So Jack is more handsome than Tim. Handsome does not end on y plus handsome. It's still a two-syllable adjective, but it doesn't end with y, so we add more. Leave the adjective as it is plus than. Then the movie is more interesting than that movie. This is more interesting. So we have more syllables than had, for example, two, and then plus than. So in that way, because both do not end on y, and this one has more syllables than two, we add more plus the adjective as it is and plus than. Easy, easy. Okay. With adjectives, as is used to show one thing is equal to another. So, she is as tall as the teacher. I'm as fast as my older brother. So, for example, let's say your teacher and your best friend are the same height. So you can say, oh, she's as tall as the teacher. Or when you have a race with your brother and someone stops the time and you have exactly the same time, you can say, ha! I'm as fast as my brother. It's exactly the same. Easy, right? So when you have something that is equal to each other, you can just use as. Because I think that's a super good example, because when you see it like this, as is equal to as is exactly the same. So when you have two similar things or equal things, you can use as. Easy, right? So, superlative adjectives. Superlative adjectives, a superlative adjective is used to compare three or more things. So, for one-syllable adjectives, use the plus est. That is the smallest house on the road. The smallest house. So, let's say there are a lot of houses. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, This is a super ugly house, but no one cares. And then you point at this one and say, wow, that is the smallest house in the road. So it's the smallest one among these all. We compare them, and this is the smallest one. Okay. Then today is the hottest day of the year. So let's say today it's 30, 35 degrees, and it's super hot, and before it hasn't been 35 degrees yet, so you can say, wow, whew, today is the hottest day of the year. The hottest day. So again, we compare more than 2 days because the year has more than 2 days, obviously. So we have the hottest day of the year. Easy. For two-syllable adjectives ending in Y, change the Y to I and add est. We have the laziest cat in the city. Laziest. The laziest cat in the city. Is there only one cat in the city? No. Are there only 2 cats in the city? No. There are probably a lot of cats in the city. But our cat, among these all cats, is the laziest. Then, the weather is the windiest day. Today is the windiest day of the year. Let's say you have a beautiful outfit on with a cute hat, and then you go outside, and then whew, suddenly your whole outfit flies away. And you see people flying around, and everyone's just like flying with their umbrellas. It's the windiest day of the year. So again, the windiest day. There's no day that was as windy as it is today. So we can use the plus, as we here have, of course, the base form of lazy and windy ends on Y. So we change Y to I, add est, and then we have the windiest day of the year. Okay, for two-syllable adjectives that do not end in Y, or adjectives with 3 or more syllables, use the most plus, the plus most plus the adjective. So, he is the most handsome boy in the classroom, for example. So, he is the most handsome. As you can see, the adjective remains as it is, the most, because among all these other boys, he is the most handsome. That is the most interesting book I have ever read. So, for example, let's say, I think I had this feeling when I read Harry Potter, so I can say, wow, this is the most interesting book I've ever read. From all these books in the world, there are obviously more than 2 or 3 books. So we can say the most interesting among all the books I read, and I have like a huge bookshelf at home. I go to the library every day, and at the library, of course, we have obviously a lot of books. So we can say this is the most interesting book I've ever read. The most interesting, and of course, as it's the same as here, the verb remains as the adjective remains as it is. Important though is that for adjectives ending in one or vowel or one consonant, the consonant is doubled in the comparative and superlative forms. So it's big, bigger, biggest, hot, hotter, hottest. So when your adjective ends in only one vowel or one consonant, you have to double the last one. But I think it's super easy. So it's one, like one double, one double. Just imagine like, because we already say it's like bigger, so it's, maybe this will help you if I say like, oh, this room is big, and then you can say, my room is 2 times bigger than yours. So you can say 2 times bigger, and you will remember 2 times G. Or it's hot. My house is 2 times hotter than yours, again, double T. Unfortunately, irregular. Irregulars. Okay. So we cannot do good, gooder, goodest. We have good, better, best. Bad, worse, worst, far, farther or further, farthest or furthest. Although these ones are more likely used. And let's take a look at our summary now. So, a comparative adjective is used to compare 2 people or things. For one-syllable adjectives, add er plus then. For two-syllable adjectives ending in y, change the y to I and add er plus then. For syllable adjectives ending in y, change the y to I and add er plus then. With adjectives, as and as is used to show that one thing is equal to another, such as they are. A superlative adjective is used to compare three or more things. For two-syllable adjectives that do not end in y, or adjectives with three or more syllables, use the most plus the adjective. For two-syllable adjectives ending in y, change the y to I and add est. For one-syllable adjective, use the plus est. And for adjectives ending in one vowel or one consonant, add the consonant. The consonant is doubled in the comparative and superlative form. And good, bad, and for are our irregular forms. That's it for today. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.